Think about the last time you tried to start something again. Not the first time you decided to do it. The restart, the return, the moment you chose, again, to try. Now ask yourself one question. Did anyone else know? Because restarting alone and restarting with even one witness are structurally different experiences. And most of us have only ever tried the harder version. This is step 6 of the restart method, the final step, and it's only 3 sentences long. Welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Heidi, and my feathered friend here is Jesper, the Moonstone Owl archivist of Emberhollow. For a long time, I thought restarting was a discipline problem. 4 times in 1 year, January, March, July, October, I came back to the same intention, made the same plan, and watched it quietly dissolve within 2 weeks. Same result every time. What I kept changing: the plan, the timing, the structure, the detail. What I never changed, I told no one. Every single restart existed only inside my own head. The 5th time, I did one thing differently. I told a friend. 3 sentences. I'm trying to return to something. Here's what I'm doing. Will you check in with me next week? She did. And on the day I would have let it go, the day it got too hard, when life threw curveballs, I kept going, because I knew someone was going to ask about it. Not a dramatic turnaround, just one conversation that made the restart real in the world instead of only in my mind. When we restart alone, we create a situation where giving up has no cost. No one saw the start, so no one sees the stop. The private restart can dissolve at any point, silently, with no trace. That's not a character flaw. It's a structural problem, and the solution isn't more willpower or a better system. A commitment made in private carries a different weight than one that's been spoken aloud. Not because you need someone to hold you accountable in a punishing way, but because human beings are wired to hold intentions differently when another person knows about them. When the restart exists in the world, not only in your head, it becomes harder to let go of quietly. That's the whole principle behind this step. One person, 3 sentences. The restart becomes real. The practice is 3 sentences. That's the whole of it. I'm restarting. Here's what I'm trying to do. Will you check in with me in a week? You don't need to explain everything. You don't need their advice or their strategy. You just need their awareness, and one question at the end of the week. Robbins has spent years studying the gap between intention and action, the exact moment where most restarts dissolve. Her finding is specific. When you say something out loud to another person, before your brain has time to talk you out of it, you cross a threshold. The private thought stays a thought. The spoken word becomes a thing that happened, something real, something that will be referenced again. She calls this activation energy, the smallest possible action that makes the next action possible. 3 sentences is exactly enough to cross that line. In Emberhollow, when a dragon makes a vow, it is always witnessed, not for ceremony, not for tradition, because the dragons understood, long ago, that a commitment made in private carries a different weight than one spoken before others. What is witnessed cannot be silently abandoned. This isn't accountability in the harsh sense. It's something older and quieter. The simple truth that human beings hold their intentions differently when someone else knows, not to perform for them, not to earn their approval, partly so we don't disappoint them, and partly because it makes the restart real. It's been put out into the world, not only in your mind. The archivist's records show the same pattern across generations of seekers. Those who share their restart, even with one person, sustain it significantly longer than those who go alone. Not because the other person does anything heroic. Often they just ask that one question at the end of the week: how's it going with that thing you mentioned? That question, The quiet knowledge it's coming creates a forward pull. It keeps the restart real when everything else is pushing it towards silence. You are not weak for needing this. You are human, and humans have always done their hardest work in the presence of someone paying attention. So this is your final practice in the restart method. Tell one person, not everyone, not a public announcement. One person you trust. Say the 3 sentences. I'm restarting. Here's what I'm trying to do. Will you check in with me in a week? And then let the week commence. You now have the complete restart method, all 6 steps. Step 1. Tell the truth about where you are. No story, no verdict, just the facts. Step 2. Identify what you actually need before deciding what to do. Step 3. Find the one small, honest step you would actually take today. Step 4. Build a minimum plan, 3 commitments that survive your hardest week. Step 5. Find the one drain that's costing you most and address it. Step 6. Tell one person and ask them to check in. This is not a productivity system. It is a return protocol. 6 steps you can run anytime life drifts off course, quietly, honestly, without drama. Keep it somewhere you'll find it. Because the most important thing the restart method teaches isn't any single step. It's the practice of returning, again and again, without shame. With one small act that says, I'm still here, I'm choosing to come back. The complete restart method is a free guide, all 6 steps on paper, yours to keep. The link is in the description below. If you'd like to watch the full method in one sitting, all 6 steps together, the complete walkthrough is on your screen right now. Click to watch it next. Until then, seekers, walk gently, be kind, and remember, you are already enough. The best self you seek is already inside you.